Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Skipper By Here Is Why. And today we're diving into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You've probably heard the hype. It's gorgeous, it's chaotic, and it's full of nostalgia. But is it worth your time? Or should you just move on and skip this game entirely? Let's break it down. Stick with me and don't forget to join the conversation in the comments below. Right off the bat, Rebirth doesn't shy away from its legacy. This is a game that carries the weight of Final Fantasy VII's iconic lore, so buckle up. For fans of the original, there's a treasure trove of callbacks, expanded plots and deep cuts. But for newcomers, well, you might find yourself a bit lost in the vast world and overwhelming references. It's an emotional roller coaster that tugs at your memories, but it can also feel like you're trying to solve a puzzle without the box picture. Rebirth is breathtaking, even if it's not the cutting edge of graphics tech. Unreal Engine 4 brings the world to life with environmental details that make every corner a visual treat. Whether exploring fields or dodging monsters in dense jungles, the world is designed to impress. The soundtrack, ranging from majestic choirs to electro-pop bangers, ensures everything feels alive and full of energy. It's the kind of game that makes you stop and appreciate the sights and the sounds. However, there are frame rate stutters, particularly on PC. The PS5 experience is more stable, but on PC you might encounter technical hiccups. But if your system's up to the task, it's a visual and auditory treat.
Well done, Trooper.
Thank you.
I got the rest.
The combat system is a highlight, but can make or break your experience. The real-time action combined with the ATB system is a real blast. You'll manage actions, execute flashy combos, and balance offense and defense in dynamic battles. The synergy attacks, power moves from multiple characters, are especially gratifying. And with such a varied cast, each battle feels fresh, as different styles and strengths play off each other. However, the combat can feel clunky at times, especially when dodging and blocking. It's not as fluid as some other titles. Additionally, the complexity of the system can occasionally hinder the fun, especially when overwhelmed by too many menu options in intense moments. Rebirth also offers a vast world full of secrets, side quests and vibrant locations. Exploring reveals hidden gems and it rewards those who stray from the path. However, the filler content falls short. Side activities like climbing towers, fighting enemies and unlocking intel points often feel like a grind. They lack the reward you would expect and can drag down the pace compared to the main story. The voice acting in Rebirth is stellar, with each character bringing their personality to life. The emotional range is impressive, from quiet moments to uplifting exchanges. And the banter is excellent, from jokes to drama.
Shall we pick up the pace?
Not unless we absolutely have to. Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
You'd better.
Cool. See you at the reactor.
However, the story occasionally feels cluttered, with too many character arcs, references to past narratives, and new plot threads that may overwhelm players unfamiliar with the broader universe. So yeah, Rebirth has its flaws, especially with clunky camera controls in tight spaces or chaotic boss battles. The UI can feel busy, making it hard to track the action at times. And on PC, keyboard controls can be frustrating, especially in fast-paced combat where precision is key. Using a controller offers a much smoother experience. So now for the big question. Should you buy Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or should you skip it? Let's summarize. Here are my thoughts on why you might skip this game. The filler content is kind of frustrating. While the main story is engaging, Rebirth bogs itself down with repetitive side activities. The open world exploration can feel like a grind, with tasks like climbing towers, fighting generic enemies, and unlocking unaspiring intel points. These filler activities lack payoff and can drag the pacing down. Then we have the combat, which feels clunky at times. The combat system, while fun, has its flaws. Dodging and blocking often feel imprecise, breaking the flow of real-time action. This lack of fluidity, especially compared to Final Fantasy XVI, can be frustrating, particularly during complex maneuvers or when using keyboard controls. Then there are the technical issues. Especially on PC, Rebirth has a frequent frame rate drop and unoptimized performance. Despite graphical improvements, these technical issues make for a disappointing experience, especially with all the hype. Also, the lore can feel a bit overwhelming. With constant references to the wider Final Fantasy VII universe, Rebirth can be confusing for newcomers. If you haven't played the spin-offs or the original game, the heavy lore and callbacks will confuse you. And here are my reasons why I think you should buy the game. The stunning visuals and immersive world are a marvel. The game is breathtaking. From lush landscapes to detailed character models, Rebirth brings Gaia to life like never before. The Unreal Engine 4 enhances the visuals, making the world feel alive and worth exploring. And then we have the addictive tactical combat. Rebirth's combat strikes a perfect balance between real-time action and the ATB system. Synergy attacks, where characters team up for powerful moves, add excitement and variety to every battle. And experimenting with these different combos feels incredibly rewarding. Another reason to buy it is the amazing character development and voice acting. The characters are well developed, with unique motivations and emotional arcs. The voice acting is superb, bringing each character to life in a heartfelt way, making you invest emotionally in their journey. And then there is that epic soundtrack. The music is spectacular, with stirring choirs and funky electro-pop beats. The soundtrack enhances every moment, setting the tone for battles, exploration and emotional scenes, and will stick with you long after playing. And then we have a massive world to explore, and if you're into it, the deep lore. Rebirth builds on FF7's story, adding new characters and layers that enrich the experience. For both newcomers and longtime fans, the game offers a detailed, expansive world filled with decades of lore. That's all for this one. What do you think? Do you think Rebirth is worth the ride? Or are you thinking about skipping it? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future reviews and to show your support to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Skipper By Here Is Why.